want to say this and I got to go. I love y'all. Keep supporting comedy. And I want to thank each and every one of you black guys for dating these ugly-ass white chicks and taking them off our hands. Real business. My name's Ray Lapowski. I'm out of here.
All right, y'all. So we're going to just jump into part 2 of episode 4 of Winter is Coming. So if you haven't checked out part 1, the way we're going to jump into part 2 is not going to make sense to you. I promise you. So in order for it to make sense, you're going to need to start with part 1. I will link that for you below. Otherwise, if you checked out part 1 already, let's go ahead and jump back into part 2 of Winter is Coming. We're going to get a little bit more nitty gritty. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah. For that to happen, they didn't fight back. So it is what it is. Let's keep going.
Incredible amounts of Starbucks drinkers will be found walking down the streets. These same streets that 10 years ago they wouldn't dare walk down. Many of the original projects have been rebuilt over the years, and the neighborhood looks complete.
Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Let's look at that again.
Amounts of Starbucks drinkers will be found walking down the streets. These same streets that 10 years ago they wouldn't dare walk down. Many of the original projects.
This is the before.
Have been rebuilt over the years, and the neighborhood looks complete.
This is the after. And why? Why? Because niggers just let black women take the government assistance, and then they want to suck the teat of the government instead of contributing so that the black woman can get off the government's assistance and they can, and that thus they can move out of there to bigger and better things and let the next struggling family have an opportunity to use the system for a temporary period of time and then move on and move up. That's not what's happening. What's happening, there's a recycled generations of welfare because nakers are over there sleeping on their baby's mama's Section 8 couch instead of going out and getting a damn job and contributing. Let's keep going.
Completely different. That being said, the streets are still active. In particular,
look at that. Why? Ugh, bleh.
The Hayes Valley projects have been making noise for the past decade, but not for the right reasons. That brings me to the rivals. Let me introduce you to McAllister Street.
Sorry about the ads, y'all, but you know this man needs to get his money, so let's let him get paid.
No scope. Also known as the MAC. The MAC is located just 2 blocks down the street from the Hayes Valley projects. This is actually where Steelers running back Najee Harris grew up before moving out to Antioch. Anyways, this Fillmore District rivalry started back up around 2012.
Antioch, for those of you who are not familiar with California or the Bay Area, Antioch not too long ago was actually considered a very nice area. I actually went to school with somebody and their family lived over there. And we used to go visit there all the time. And it was actually an area. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it had flipped. But anyways, it was an area of successful black people. And we're talking really nice houses, y'all. Really nice houses. This was back in like 2004, 2005. And that's not that long ago. But if you go over there now, all it is it's trash now. And you want to know why? It's because Section 8. It is what it is. Naker's gonna naker. And, you know, it's just amazing how quickly nakers can turn nice neighborhoods into the slums. Let's keep going.
And it's been up ever since. Hayes Valley versus the MAC. But before we get into it, Let me run the intro.
All right.
Let me introduce you to a 17-year-old named Jaquan Morton, also known as Glue. He's from the Hayes Valley Projects, which by then they call the Zone. Well, Glue had gotten into arguments with the guys from the Mac block, but at this time they were not rivals yet. The Mac would change that on the evening of April 13th, 2012. Glue would be hanging out in the Bayview district on Palouse Avenue. That's when a car pulls up and BAM!
Again, winter is not coming for black women. Because, you know, we got divestment channels and BWE channels now. So we're going to keep fighting to save black women. But you niggers are always going to kill each other. Thus, winter is coming for you niggers, not for black women. Because black women, we're on a mission to save as many as we can. It is what it is.
The Mac wouldn't be done though. October 14th, 2012, a 23-year-old Hayes Valley man named Marcus Spruell, also known as Marty, would be hanging outside the Hayes Valley Projects. That's when a man creeps from around the corner and BAM!
Again, winter is not coming for black women. It's coming for you nakers. Let's keep going.
After these losses, Hayes Valley rapper Paper Chase Mees and his friends would start calling themselves GMG. This stands for Glue Marty Gang, to commemorate the two friends that they lost. On the other side, the Mac is happy to have scored twice, and they start calling themselves The Blow. Well, that being said, a couple years go by and Hayes Valley has not gotten revenge. But that would all change on a cold January night. January 9th, 2015, 10 p.m. A group of 4 Mac Block teenagers would be in a stolen car lurking around Hayes Valley. They were allegedly in the process of trying to score again, but Hayes Valley was alerted of their presence. That's when a man goes out to see who's in the car. He sees who it is and BAM! He absolutely fans the car out, GTA style. The Mac would lose 4 people in one moment, and this would be a big deal in the community.
Winter is coming for you nakers. Okay? Let's keep going.
The 4 men killed in a drive-by Friday night in San Francisco were remembered tonight. Night Beat's Andrea Borba was at the memorial in Hayes Valley. Andrea?
Well, Veronica, there was a large police presence out here tonight, both out here at the crime scene and at the community center, because there was concern about a retaliation.
My nephew that was just killed was not a thug. He was not a gangster. He's just somebody that made a mistake and made a decision.
He didn't do anything. Let's keep going.
To do something that he shouldn't have done.
They don't have hope. Some of them are lost and they need us.
In the shadow of the Candlelight Memorial, though.
I hate to say it because, you know, they're mourning, you know, but like, do I really need to say it, y'all? Do I really need to say it? So tiring. Let's keep going.
This message was found slipped underneath windshield wipers. 4 honored by the African American community. Are you kidding me?
Although the parents would plead that
Exactly. Let's keep going.
their sons were not members and that they were just good kids, the streets knew a different story, and this act was not random.
Again, why did they get mad at Doja Cat for her Didn't Do Nothing song? Let's keep going.
What's a brother to this shit, bro? Blood brother, nigga. RP Manny, nigga. RP all my thugs, nigga. Bo, Yolani, Beefy, RP my niggas, man. They died trying to.
What? What are you saying? Did y'all understand him? Because I didn't. Let's keep going, though. Ugh.
The stove. You feel me? This will come with it, bro. This shit come with this shit, bro.
It is what it is. Winter is coming. I agree. Let's keep going.
About a year later, an arrest was made. A man named Lee Farley Jr. was arrested for it. He was the son of Lee Farley, who died in 2010.
Whoa. A father and a son? A father and a son? Winter is coming? Interesting. Let's keep going.
He would do what is called Swiss cheesing a car. That's when you leave so many holes in it that it looks like Swiss. Yeah, you guys get it. I didn't have to explain that. Well, Hayes Valley rappers would brag about the incident.
They say they took one, we took four. Watch out, we gon' get some more. GMG shit, bitch, my squad really run them all.
Hayes.
This is like the modern day, like, slave trade. Like, how the one tribe would go into another tribe and kidnap them and put them into slavery. Sort of gives me that reminiscence of the slave trade. Well, you got one slave, I got 4 slaves for the white man. Naker's gonna naker. And this is why winter is actually coming for you nakers, not for black women. Let's keep going.
Valley would lose a block legend on August 28th, 2017. A man named LeVar Watkins, also known as Valley Var, would be in the Tenderloin. That's when a car would pull up beside him and bam!
Winter is coming for you nakers because you guys love killing each other. Let's keep going.
On a positive note for Hayes Valley, 2017 would also bring along a new rapper. He went by Heavy Baby. He's a younger brother of Glue, who passed away in 2012. Well, the 16-year-old would bring new energy to the Fillmore, but he would also diss the Mac.
Go inside, it's not safe to be
let's let this man get his money, y'all. Oh, he's getting paid. Hey, I see you profiting over the Naker.
Heavy Baby's on Grand Avenue in Oakland with his friends. That's when a car pulls up and bam!
So they killed his brother, his little brother too? And how is winter coming for black women? Let's keep going.
The 17-year-old's passing would be a big deal in the Bay Area, and his cousin would make a song to commemorate him. March 23rd, 2019. It was a day of sorrow and celebration. That's because...
Oh, look at that. DJ Vlad. This is DJ Vlad's protege. Let's keep going.
It was the day of the funeral of a legendary Fillmore man named Ronnie New. It was a huge funeral, and most of the Fillmore neighborhood would attend. In fact, there were quite a few celebrities at the event as well. Well, at this event, both the Mac and the Zone would be in attendance. During the reception, a man named Mr. Simmons would get into an argument with 2 Mac Block members, Robert Manning and Jabari Coates. They would go to their car to grab something, and when they came back into the funeral, Simmons would be standing right there at the door. Bam! Simmons would let it rip, but the Mac was ready and they quickly hit back. Manning and Coates would let off. They hop back in the car and they take off. They get away, but then they notice that Harrison was hit, so he gets dropped off at a hospital, and that's when the 2 would get arrested. Unfortunately, Mr. Simmons would not make it.
Winter is coming for you nakers.
After camera footage revealed that it was self-defense, the charges would be dropped. The Zone and Mac rappers have been dissing each other ever since.
These clown niggas down the street be on some hoe shit, look. Know this blow that y'all just be flogging for these hoes. Nigga, y'all man's a rat, y'all still fucking with them. Man, y'all some cold niggas.
The I still diss in case he didn't like Ray Charles. Speaking on my dead homies make me hate y'all. But y'all done lost some dead homies, y'all relate now.
Check some chicken out that bitch that you been crying for. Whole team on paperwork, look who you slime for. Speaking no heavy, it get you blue back.
Halloween.
this low vibrational, terrible music just like continuously feeding into that demonic, that demon, y'all, that exists in Nakers, that causes them to do. Have y'all ever seen VeggieTales? Don't judge me. I have a child. But for those of y'all who've seen VeggieTales, there's this episode about the big fib. And it basically is every time somebody tells a lie, the fib gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And before you know it, the fib is so big, it takes over the whole damn town like Godzilla. And I picture the demon that exists in Nakers to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger, just like that fib did in VeggieTales, because they just continue to feed it with their low vibrational energy, their black femicide, their menage a noir. Misogynoir, and everything else in between. Let's keep going.
2019, the Zone would be at a house party in Orinda to celebrate Halloween. Little did they know there were ops at the party as well, and that's when things took a left turn. Bam! Hayes Valley would lose 2 people that night. Tion Farley, the other son of
Winter
Lee Farley, and the brother of Lee Farley Jr. They would also lose Raymond Hill Jr., the
is coming.
older brother of the rapper Heavy Baby. At first, police would say that it was the Mac that was suspected, but then they would arrest a group of dudes from the jungle Marin City. Those guys would get released, and instead they would arrest the rapper Miko Kaki. He would then later be released as well.
So somebody snitched. They always try to say that they have principles, but in the end, they also turn on each other and betray each other as well. In the end. Which also feeds that demon. That's another action that feeds that demon. That basically is running rampant within the Naker community. Because they're not the black community. Because y'all know the black community for me is black women. Let's keep going.
The case is still unsolved to this day. September 20th, 2021. Hayes Valley rapper Break It Off would be riding his dirt bike around the Fillmore. He would...
Is this Naker over here trying to bring back DuckTales? Like Naker DuckTales? Ugh, so just... let's keep going.
And around the corner of Grove Street, and that's where a man would be waiting for.
So yeah. Yeah. We got the fact that these Nakers keep killing each other, right? We got the low vibrational energy. We got the treacherous behavior. Like, they don't give a damn about each other. They don't give a damn about black women. And not only is this a reiteration of why black women need to divest, but this is definitely a proof that winter is definitely not coming. For black women, it is coming for you Nakers. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.
What is up, black people? How y'all doing? I want to let all you black women know you need to get a white man in your life.